Yo, what is up guys, Grim here, and in today's video I wanted to share with you guys one of my latest discoveries related to the implementation of the new master missions. So what this discovery allows you to do is essentially generate a ton of tier 16s with your white and yellow incursion missions, providing you have a few red missions that allow you to kickstart it. So currently my objective is to generate a map pool of around 100 plus tier 16s, and I was thinking of ways I could do this. Obviously I could do delve, I could buy them, I could just over sustain them in maps, I could try and do all these things. But then I went on to trying incursions, and I noticed that I do get a lot of tier 16s from running the cartography room and the storage house room, as well as just completing a tier 16 temple. So I wanted to focus on incursion because it seems to be something that could be quite strong, and sulfite, while good, is heavily subjected to RNG. I feel like I get generally either a level 1 or 2 map room pretty much every temple, and if I don't get that, I'll get like a high level storage room. And failing all that, I will of course be able to get some from just running the temple itself. So again, this is going to be focused on incursion. I'm not sure if there's any other things you could do with the other master missions, but what I figured out that you can do is run one red incursion and then the rest any color, and then you'll actually end up with a red temple anyway. So why is this good? The reason this is actually good is if we jump in game, you'll see here that I have an absolute metric ton of yellow master missions here for Alva. I have 55 yellows, 12 whites, and 7 reds. So as we mentioned earlier, you need to have a T16 temple to be able to get T16 maps. And to do that, all you currently need to do is do one red master mission in T16. So let's say in an Elder Burial or a Guardian. Complete all 3 of those, and then you can basically choose either yellow or white missions and complete the remainder of the temple, and you'll actually end up with a T16 temple, which is completely insane in my opinion, and allows you to do some pretty crazy stuff. Basically, this is a new method of farming T16 maps, which you probably couldn't do before, especially if you've been doing yellow maps like me or white maps, and you've stacked up a metric ton of these Alva missions. You can basically cash all these in now and turn them into T16 maps, provided that you have a few T16s to start with and some red Alva missions. So basically right now I have over an equivalent of 60 to 70 red Alva missions just because of this kind of like the newly introduced mechanic, and allows you to basically amass a massive T16 map pool. Let's assume that I get 1 or 2 T16s per temple on average. Of course, you'll have some dry spells, but you'll also have some insane points. I'm looking at quite a few. So basically, if I'm like 10, 40, yeah, it's like crazy, man. I've got at least another 20 or 30 T16s just from these missions here. Which are basically free for the most part, which is pretty crazy. I would say that Alva is fairly equivalent to Delve in how many maps it generates and how many rewards it gives. And with the introduction of the Legion monolith, you're also going to be able to cash in some pretty nice currency. And you've also got the wealth of the Val room and all that stuff. So this is definitely worth doing, in my opinion, if you have some master missions stacked up. So it's been a bit of a short video, guys. I just wanted to show you guys what I'd found and kind of like a bit of a tip here. If you're trying to get started on your map pool and you're transitioning from a white or like yellow strategy into a red one, this might be a good way to kind of get 10 or 20 maps if you've got a ton of Alva saved up. So that's going to be the video, guys. Obviously, we're going to be doing that test, and we'll be getting into that as soon as I can. And I will be streaming on Twitch as soon as I'm done with my university classes, which shouldn't be long, and I'll see you guys over there. So that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.